99 FM, your inspiration station. You are still tuned into the kingdom, and it's time now to take a look at our game changer of the day. And our game changer for today was born in Ondangwa and raised in Windhoek. She has come a long way from her days as the co-founder of one of Namibia's most popular entertainment magazine, Shambuka. Today, she has earned her stripes as a media and communications powerhouse whose personal brand has stood the test of time. And if longevity, you have to understand, GOAT status is all about longevity. So if you're in this game this long, you are the GOAT. Having started off her career in media at the Namibian Newspaper, she later became a widely read music writer for the Namibian Newspaper's Weekender supplement. She eventually transitioned into public relations, working for the National Arts Gallery of Namibia, before she moved on to become the communications specialist at Nedbank Namibia. And we are honored, I am personally honored, to have our next guest as our game changer of the week, Selma Kaulinge.
What an introduction! Whoa.
We're talking about goats here.
Oh, thank you so much. That was an amazing introduction. Sometimes
you forget.
You forget what you've done, but yeah.
Listen, we briefly spoke about people getting their flowers.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And those are every single one of those is a rose for you. You know, how's the morning? First things first.
No, the morning is great. It's good. It's a Monday morning. We're chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you a Monday person or a Friday person?
I think I'm a Friday person. Let me not lie. I'm a Friday person. But today I was excited because I knew I was coming here, so I was like, yeah.
Yeah, welcome back to the kingdom. Let's for the people out there that don't know all those things that I just mentioned now. Just give us a brief background. I know it's very hard to condense everything you've done into like a sentence or two, but just where you come from, all the things that led up to you being you right now. Just a brief introduction.
Okay, well, as you said, my name is Selma Kaulinge. Mm-hmm. Where I come from, like you said, I was born in Ondangwa, so I come from the north, obviously. But in terms of my career, I started in media, let's say, when I was about 22, I guess. Mm-hmm. I started a magazine called Shambuka with my sister. It was a lifestyle entertainment magazine, and that's really how I got into being interested in media and stuff like that. After that, I went to UNAM to study media. Mm-hmm. After which I wrote, while I was at the while I was at UNAM already, I worked in newspapers. I worked at The Sun as an entertainment writer. Mm-hmm. Then afterwards, I moved to the Villager and the Namibian, wrote entertainment. I had a column. Mm-hmm. Some people might not like me for my column, but it was like a critic look at the industry, you know. So I had a column, and plus I was a writer. Then I went into PR because I studied media and art actually at UNAM. So I went into PR at the National Art Gallery. I worked at MultiChoice Namibia, and then finally I'm at Nedbank, managing communication and PR at Nedbank.
All those different hats that you are wearing, kind of, it feels like you're wearing them all at the same time.
Yeah, I think it's important, especially in today's age, to diversify yourself, not just be. I think people who are before us, you know, you go into a profession and then this is what you do 24/7. But I think millennials and the younger generation, we are able to celebrate our many facades. You know what I mean? Not just be the one thing. So I think it's also important, especially when you're working in PR, to be multi-layered and to not just show one dimension facet, or one facet of yourself. Yeah.
So how are you how are you able to build the personal brand? Because all of these things, it's kind of like you're working in different areas, but at the same time, it's all experience points that come to build the brand that is Selma Kaulinge.
Yeah, I think firstly, well, my brand starts obviously with your name. We're talking about on a PR bit. PR, I think it's the name you choose. So from a young age, even like I got my email address when I was 18, but I chose it to be Selma Kaulinge. So I put that as where I started actually building my brand. Like, let the people know the name. And you know, when you write for a newspaper, people see your byline, so they see your name. They don't, and I feel like my name is more recognizable than my face, because I will meet somebody and speak to them, and they'll be like, "Oh, are you Selma Kaulinge?" You know what I mean?
Remember when you wrote this?
Yeah. So I think like my name yeah, so the first thing I did consciously was really to always put my name out there, you know. I like little things like on social media, I'll just be Selma Kaulinge, or I wouldn't have a different handle, you know what I mean. Another thing is also to be really, just to be real. I don't know what that means, you know what I mean. Just be really you. Keep up with the times. I don't know. Try to stay relevant, but also just be real and be relatable to people. Yeah, I think that's just it.
For you, it was
and work hard. Sorry, let me just say work hard. I worked hard, so like your work should also speak for you. You know? I think that's really a good build brander is your work. Let your work speak for you also.
So from the very beginning, it was a conscious effort towards the brand.
There was some sort of conscious, even maybe I'll say maybe subconscious at the beginning, but there was definitely something like, okay, I don't need to confuse people of who I am. So let me, let me not be different. You know what? When you're entertainment, you can choose different. You know, so I don't want people to be confused. Let them know that this is Selma Kaulinge. So let the name at least
speak for itself.
Let the name speak for itself, but don't change it up too much. You know what I mean? So I don't think it's very conscious at the beginning, but definitely my subconscious. Yeah.
And how different is the corporate scene to the arts and entertainment scene? I mean, you've been very involved in both. The arts is very close to my heart. Since working at the art gallery, it's more visual artist. I sit now on the Arts Association board as a board member, so it's very close to my heart, and I'm really for and trying to assist in the development of art in Namibia. And then my career as a journalist also, I think most of my critique was really to aid the development of arts, and working in corporate. It's not really much different. I mean, there's obviously a difference. Corporate is obviously more structured and more, but it's the same thing. You want to bring your best foot forward, or whether you tell artists to bring your best foot forward, work hard, obviously corporate has its little nuances to it. But I think you use the same type of principles, especially in PR. When you PR, whether you PR art or whether you PR a corporate, it's the same type of, journey. Now, we briefly off air had a quick chat about hip hop. We're not gonna dive too deep into it, but you're very passionate about hip hop, and I just want to know, how has the hip hop culture, just helped shape not just who you are today, but like how you look at life?
Well, it shaped it a lot. I think music in general, I think everybody says that, but I think music has really changed the way I look at the world, the way I look at myself. Hip-hop is an instrument, I feel, that Black Americans have used to express themselves, and also just to market themselves to the world. It started out in some streets in New York, but some girl from Namibia, has been inspired by the form of art that it is. So definitely it has inspired me. Like some of the greatest people, I think the greatest people on earth have come from the hip hop genre. And it's really So I think it's really an art form that has taken a people, taken a people and elevated them somehow. I mean, the greatest artists right now are hip hop artists. Where hip hop has become pop. But in terms of hip hop, so obviously different stages of your life, you listen to different music. But I would say Kanye West's College Dropout, and I will say this, literally saved my life. When I say that, people think I'm like exaggerating. But I literally needed to drop out of college when that when that album came out. So it inspired me to just because I was studying accounting.
Oh wow!
And I wasn't finishing. It wasn't getting anywhere. And then that album came out, and I was just like, I need to drop out.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I literally dropped out of college. But it's art in all forms. When people express themselves in an artistic way, it inspires. You don't understand how it inspires other people. So all forms of artwork, whether it's hip hop, poetry,
Yeah.
visual art, dance.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's such an important tool for people to express themselves, but it's also such an important tool for people to get inspired
Mm-hmm.
and because it is really inspiring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we ever gonna get S Money the artist?
No, I
No.
don't think so. I'm very comfortable behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm a behind the scenes type of person. I'm not I'm not.
So no S Money.
No,
Oh.
no.
I was really hoping you walk in here, spit a 16, but
I wish I could, but I can't, unfortunately.
Finally, Selma, where do you see your career going in the next few years? Like, we've seen the roller coaster that is your journey.
Yeah.
And it seems like it's a roller coaster that only really goes up. I know behind the scenes, obviously, things go up and down, and we don't see that. But where can we expect? Maybe not expect, but where could we see Selma diving into in the near future?
So I think, I want to further my career and further my studies. So I obviously, in terms of education, I want to broaden my understanding of my field. So I would really like to do that. But I've always actually, people who have inspired me in my life are mostly my teachers or my lecturers. So I really have this passion to also inspire young people. So I would really like to look into lecturing or teaching or something like that. But also, we never know.
Yeah, the future holds whatever it holds.
Yeah.
Kanye might drop another album that inspires you to do something different.
Exactly, you know what I mean? Obviously, just working hard, receiving what I'm supposed to receive, opening up myself to the universe to receive what I need to receive.
Yeah.
But basically passing on my gaining knowledge in terms maybe in education or school or doing a master's or whatever, and also giving knowledge to the younger generation. The younger generation is actually really interesting, and I've learned quite a lot from them also. You know. Yeah, no, really, they make you change the way you think, you know, because you think you're so right, and then this person comes and so. And
it's funny, it's the strides. You see someone being themselves so much and it's so left field, and you're just like, so you can really just bring yourself to this table and make it work. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Lastly, no, I said lastly already, but I have a random question for you. Nothing invasive or intrusive.
Okay.
If you could offer a newborn child one piece of advice, what would it be?
I would say just do you and follow your gut instinct. Your instinct is always right, and just follow it unapologetically. And the thing is also, you're gonna make mistakes. Mistakes are there to be made. I really think mistakes are there purposely put for you to make mistakes. To learn and to grow. So just follow your gut. I feel like a lot of times we don't follow our intuition, and it's there for a reason.
Yeah, game changer of the day, Selma Kaulinge. Thank you so much for joining us and just giving us an insight into your thought process, your work, your journey, and like you said, the universe is open to giving you everything, and you're open to receiving whatever the universe has for you, and we're excited to see where that goes.
Thank you so much, Script. It's always nice coming around here.
Yeah. Now, family, you're at home right now. And up next, we have something for Selma. It is Lauren Hill with X Factor, but before that, it is Miss Lauren Hill with Doo Wop.
Okay.
On 99 FM. Game changer of the day, Selma Kaulinge.